Hello, this is Nicholas Tanek with YourKinkyFriends.com. I have an absolute wonderful guest tonight. We're going to speak about a bunch of things. We're going to speak about camming. We're going to talk about ADHD. We're going to talk about piss, and we're going to talk about the daddy baby girl dynamic, and even we're going to talk about licking teeth. Oh my God! Please welcome the magnificent Kate Amaranth. Say hi.
Hello, I'm Kate Amaranth.
All right, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I started camming and making like amateur porn for stuff like ManyVids and Clips for Sale, websites such as that. About halfway through February of this year, so I have not been doing it for very long. As he mentioned, I enjoy licking teeth. I enjoy really interesting teeth, and I have a piss fetish that I've had for my entire life, as far as I know, which has been really fascinating. Like all of the experiences that I've had around that, like dreams I had when I was little and stuff. Human condition is my favorite thing in the world, and that encompasses sexuality. So I like to explore, get to know people, and just be open-minded.
All right, great. So let's start with the camming. How did that start? Do you promote? Is it your own? Do you produce yourself, or do you have other people produce you?
I produce for myself. I haven't super officially started camming. I did some last night, but the first time I ever cammed was about 8-9 months ago or so. And the house I lived in at the time was very noisy, so I wound up deciding, like, I don't think this is suitable for this. So I only did it like twice. So then 8 months later, I moved. I'm in a much better environment that's suitable for camming. So I am still on Chatterbait, but I don't have new model status. So I'm like, maybe I'll just make new Chatterbait or go to a different site. But the process of getting started and with camming was like, I'm not sure what sparked it. I always knew I was interested in doing it, and I produce all my own stuff. I use a webcam. I use my phone. I have a DSLR camera that I want to start using soon. And I do have help from my husband sometimes, but everything's self-done.
Interesting. You know, it's funny. For some reason, for the last couple of days, I've been dressing up as a French maid with like full garter belt stockings and heels and stuff like that, and just been folding laundry.
Yeah.
On Chatterbait.
On Chatterbait?
Yeah. The people keep telling me to put things in my butt, and I don't. But I've done it. But but the last couple of days, all I've been doing is folding laundry as a French maid of.
That sounds like a wonderful combination of fetishes. Just you have the French maid, you have the cross-dressing, and it sounds kind of like ignoring fetish.
Now, okay, so what are some, everybody has specialties. For example, my friend, Amy Mercury, she does cam as well, but like her thing is like diaper porn or clown porn or the strict mommy stuff like that. What would you say your specialty is?
At this point, I'd say my specialty is definitely piss. A lot of sites and like cam sites and clip sites don't allow that. Recently, like ManyVids restructured their rules and made it clear that piss is allowed as long as it's not ingested. I sell some stuff independently as well, but that's definitely my specialty. I feel like because I know so much about it and I've seen such a variety of porn featuring piss, that I know what people like to see because I like to see it. So, yeah.
Let's talk piss. All right. Now, are you pissing on people or are people pissing on you?
I like both. I like both a lot. It's hard to say which one I like better. I've been with people where like it's not something that they're personally into, but like they don't have a problem with it and they enjoy it because it makes me happy. But usually in those situations, they would rather not be pissed on. So it's all on me.
Okay. Now, why do you think? Because I have a friend named Max who at Pest Fest, a bunch of people, like I'm talking like 7 people, just like pissed on him in front of everybody at the festival. And, you know, there's the degradation aspect of it, there's the humiliation aspect of it. Why do you think people like that fetish so much?
Well, like you said, a lot of it is degradation, a lot of it is humiliation. I know for some people that they feel kind of like marked in a way. And then there's also just, I mean, for myself, like having had the fetish my whole life, like it's, I don't know, like a fluid that usually isn't included in sex. And it's a special kind of sharing and it feels really naughty. Like people like to feel naughty.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So yeah, so for me, I have a lingerie fetish. So I was this is before the internet. I was giving like a J.C. Penney catalog, and he was like, "Pick out the toys you want for Christmas," and I'd go right to the lingerie section, and just look at the garter belts and stuff like that. How did this? How did the piss fetish, the urine fetish, kind of spark in you?
I honestly have no idea because, like I said, I've had it for as long as I can remember. When I was like, try to be careful about the stories I tell in regards to when I was little and like had the fetish. But for example, when I was pretty young, like I was jealous of the fact that my cousins were bedwetters. So like I wet the bed on purpose one night because I was just like, that sounds fun. And I tried to play it off like it was an accident. And I would have dreams where it was just like, and then I felt really weird about it growing up. I was like, what's wrong with me? And then at one point I was like, okay, it's just because I didn't know what sex was. So I was like, it's going to go away. But it never did. And it just got stronger and stronger. And like now I'm totally okay with it. I'm like, this is awesome. This is what I like.
You're wearing kitten ears.
I am, yeah.
Hold on. See if I can find her. So Tangle Blue, oh Tangle Blue, I love you. She makes kitten ears for everybody.
Oh my god, I loved them.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I love checking out like different especially like independent creators for like I really like looking at DLD accessories and like pet play accessories. They're so cute and like I always just want them. Like I do so much window shopping for that.
Yeah, yeah. Check her out. I can hook you up.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I can hook you up with a kitten ear girl. All right, let's talk ADHD. That's you know, one thing that we do, Sassy Witch 666 at Your Kinky Friends talks a lot about working with disabilities and working through, and staying kinky. How has your I don't know if I should say disability, but how has your ADHD affected your sex life and your life in general, and how you deal with it?
That's a really good question. I feel like in my marriage, ADHD can affect that a lot. I hyper focus or I have a hard time like paying attention. Sometimes words go in one ear, out the other. I forget things and it can definitely lead to frustration, like from the other person where they're just like just listen to me once in a while. And then for camming and stuff, like I'll be getting set up for something, or I'll be like organizing some stuff, coming up with ideas, like planning scenes, and it'll feel like whatever I did should have taken like an hour or two, but it'll be like 6, 7, 8 hours later, and I'm just like, where did that time go? Like, I have no idea, because I'll get distracted by things and I won't remember getting distracted by those things, and I have basically zero concept of time, so it can be kind of frustrating. I am medicated for it, but I never did any kind of therapy for it, and I feel like maybe that was a downfall for me, like something I should do.
I understand. I have OCD. I do like weird shit. Like I don't step on the first or the last step of any stairway. Like
Mm.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I do weird shit, but yeah, I mean, I can keep my attention on things, but dealing with mental health issues and kink, uh, please, anyone out there, go out and seek people you love. I'm very thankful that I have people I love who love me. You know, but if you need any kind of help, please go out, seek it. It's worth it. It really truly is. There's no shame in it. You know. Okay.
Yeah. Help for me was life changing.
Definitely. Okay. So let's talk about the daddy baby girl dynamic. You like the daddy baby girl dynamic, correct?
Yeah, I do. I'm not super well versed in it at this point. It's something I've been exploring really recently, and it was because of a client that was really appreciated my work. So we would talk a lot. He paid for a lot of like custom content, and I would talk a little bit about like myself in terms of like things that I enjoy. So I'd be like, I really like little twin stars, and I like swinging on swings, and just like I'm basically 6 years old and joking about that. And he was like, oh, so you're like basically a little. And I was like, yeah, kind of, like, I don't know. And so I started exploring that with that client. I was getting paid for him being my daddy, and I would make him like small clips throughout the day, and we'd chat and stuff. And it was actually really interesting, especially because I do age regress because of mental health. And it's kind of cool because, like, how do I say this? It's kind of cool because I can't, generally speaking, I could never control when I age regressed when I was like a teenager or when I was a younger adult than I am now, because I'm only 22. But I couldn't control when I age regressed, and I didn't really understand what it was necessarily. I didn't really look into it because I didn't want to be like, oh, I have these issues. I have like trauma issues. So being able to kind of put myself in that place and have it be something that's not negatively affecting me, because it would happen in my personal life, or it would happen at work, where it was just like, I feel like me as an adult is somewhere in the back of my head, and there's this little girl that's just kind of taking over.
So you said, say that again. You age regress because you what?
Oh, because of my mental health,
Oh,
borderline and PTSD.
okay. Oh, God, yeah. I don't want to get too,
Oh
personal.
yeah, no, that's okay. I just I think there's some people where like being a little in like DDLG can be therapeutic in a way, but you have to be really careful about it if that's what you're doing.
Yeah, you have to find people you trust too.
Yes.
That's very, very, very important. Okay, so
Mhm.
let's talk. Let's talk about some clients and making videos. What are your most popular videos?
Definitely my piss videos. That's usually what I get messaged about on Twitter when I have like somebody that legitimately wants to buy something, or is asking me about what I have available and where is what I have available. So definitely that.
Okay. All right. Is there any kind of territory, video wise, not personally, not in but video wise, is there any kind of direction that you want to go? Because a lot of people, they start doing weird stuff and wonderful stuff.
Yeah. The more you go, the more that you're exposed to, the more comfortable you get with what you're already comfortable with doing. Opens you up to new things. I definitely want to keep exploring DDLG content, and like I've really enjoyed what I've done so far with DDLG, so I want to keep doing that.
All
And
right.
I want a lot more like BDSM components in what I do. I kind of like seeing what I can tolerate pain wise. Like I'm kind of like I want to train myself to like,
Ah.
yeah.
Oh.
So that's something that I'm really interested in. One thing that I have a hard time with, which is really funny considering like all that I've done. Like I have a hard time with anal, and I want to like kind of ease into it. And like I used to be able to do it, and then I stopped for a long time, and then like I had a bad experience, and it just kind of was like. So now it kind of I'm just like don't stress so much about it. So I want to ease into that because I do
Yeah.
really enjoy it. Like, and I used to really really enjoy it. So
It's yeah. Anal. Ease into it.
yes, absolutely.
That should be the statement. That should be the slogan. Okay.
And I also like on the other end, like pegging, like I've done it a little bit, but like I want to get better at it. Like e- ease the people that I'm with into it, and to where they're like where they feel really safe with me doing it. Where I am really like properly versed in like speed, how like slow I'm going, listening very well, like being a really active listener in terms of like what they need comfort wise, and like
You
pegging
know
is
what?
cool too.
For me, personally, it's the talking through it that like when she talks through it and she talks about it and she talks through it, that's the thing that really gets me going.
Yeah.
So yeah, talking is something. Okay, let's talk teeth.
Teeth. Alrighty, so teeth.
So you
I
like
when I was
licking teeth?
what was that?
You like lick it because what you sent me in the bio, it says that you like licking teeth. Okay,
Hmm.
great.
When I
Please
was
expand on that.
when I was growing up, I'd see like girls in like my classes and stuff where they had teeth where like they had teeth behind teeth, or they had really crowded teeth, or they just had really like unique teeth. And I would always be I wouldn't tell anybody, but I was always kind of jealous of it. Like I really just was fascinated by their teeth. And then when I was in high school and when I was a young adult, like it just stuck around where like I'd see really crowded teeth or teeth behind teeth or like teeth gaps, like just anything other than like perfect teeth. Basically, I would be like, I love looking at your teeth, and I don't know why. And my
What
husband,
about buck teeth? Because I grew up, I had
oh,
buck.
buck teeth too, for
Oh
sure.
my god, I had
Um,
bad buck teeth when I was growing up. It
And
was
it's funny because a lot of people are really sensitive about their teeth when they're not like perfectly straight, or if they have buck teeth, or if they have a tooth gap. So like I try to be really like gentle and accommodating, that like if I meet somebody, I'm not just gonna straight up be like, hey, your teeth are really cool, I really like them. Because a lot of the times, even if you're complimenting somebody on something that they're sensitive about, they still might be really like please just don't acknowledge it. So but my husband has really crowded teeth, like teeth behind teeth kind of, And he was the first person I ever explored that with. I was just like, I just really, really like your teeth. And I think I would really want to just like lick them. So he'll like just, we'll be like kissing or something, and he'll just kind of like, and just let me like explore his teeth with my tongue.
That's awesome. Okay. So let's talk about your husband. You don't have to give too much information, but I'm obviously you are a kinky person.
Mhm.
And so, what is your personal relation dynamic? Is he dom? Are you? Do you switch? What's up?
I'd say we both switch. Generally speaking, he's the more dominant one. But when he isn't, we put a lot more effort into our session. Like, if we wake up in the morning and it's just like, hey, you want to fuck? We will like, he'll be the more dominant one, and there will be hair pulling, spanking, like choking, like just the usual. And but when it's the other way around, like, we pull out the toys, we pull out the robe, we pull, like, we always put a lot of effort into it when I dom.
Yeah, like we have a chest. We
I have a box that the bottom fell out like last night, so like my toys are all over my floor.
Oh no. We have a straight jacket. We have
I'm jealous. I
so
should.
I got it for Christmas.
Yeah.
So I'm always curious because obviously, like I said, you're a kinky person, and he obviously likes to be kinky, and it's wonderful that you have this great relationship. Um, but how did you two meet? I'm always curious on how kinky people meet.
Alrighty, so it's a bit of a story. I could probably make it short though. I was a guy that went to college messaged me one night and was like, Kate, like, I'm coming home right now. I'm tearing all my posters off my wall, and I'm packing up and I'm leaving tonight because I'm coming back for like, and he was just like totally manic, but I was at the time into him. And he was like, there's somebody that I want you to meet. So I met this guy, and we all dated for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then we both were like, this guy is just kind of fetishizing us in this way that like we don't like, so we wound up breaking up. But that guy, the one that I met through the other guy, was with my husband. They were together for a very long time, and I started dating the guy that wasn't my husband. We'll call him Larry. So Larry and I dated for maybe about 6 months or so. And then I eventually like joined their relationship, and we were a 3-person relationship for about 3 years. And then the Larry broke off from us and got married to somebody else, and now it's just me and my husband. We got married like a year after that, I think, and we're still really good friends with Larry, but we were originally a 3-person relationship and then got married.
Oh, okay. So there's one thing that I always ask towards the end. New kinks. Is there anything new that you want to try that you haven't tried yet?
Let's see. Probably like medical fetish stuff.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
let's see. Femdom more. I want to get more into femdom. Like I really want to explore that side of myself and see how I feel about it, and like what it does for me.
It
And
really, it really like my story. With Lynn. Lynn was she had very low self esteem. Once we got into femdom, her self esteem just bloomed. She just
yeah,
became a whole happier, wonderful, different person.
it's crazy what exploring your sexuality and accepting your sexuality can do for your self-esteem.
Oh God, yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm fucking wearing panties now. I'm proud of it.
Yeah, I was like thinking about putting a butt plug in for the interview so I could just be like, hee hee hee, nobody knows. But like I was like, but I don't know if YouTube will like freak out if I
Yeah,
am like,
YouTube does
yeah,
freak out
that's
about
in
that.
there.
Like that. Okay. All right. So BDSM on a budget. Now, I support all artisanal and high-end BDSM products, whether it's the Violet Wand, the you know the any kind of vibrator, corsets.
Yeah, I enjoy supporting like good companies. Are
I
you familiar
support.
with Aslan Leather?
Yeah, but unfortunately, not everybody has the money to, live the lifestyle like the way
Yeah,
we
it's
do.
true.
So, what are some just one or two or whatever? What are some BDSM life hacks that you can give to people who want to be kinky but just don't have the cash?
Okay, so I can be quick about this. You can use the back of a hairbrush as a paddle.
Yeah.
Role play. You be creative. Google. If you're just like, I want to like try something new, BDSM. That I want a scene with role play that's really like intense. Just Google people. There's plenty of forums and stuff out there where people would be like, I did this last night. You should try it. And then if you're spending money at all, rope on Amazon can be pretty acceptable price, and then there'll be like BDSM kits that don't seem terrible. I haven't personally bought one, but you're getting a lot for the money. I think they're like $20 for like a bunch of stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
Great. All right. Recommendations, and they don't have to be kink related. These are totally, you don't have to, don't worry.
Awesome.
Okay. Recommend a book.
Recommend a book. Life is Elsewhere by Milan Kundera.
Ooh, I don't know that one. What was that again?
Life is Elsewhere by Milan Kundera.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. Recommend a movie.
Valerie and Her Week of Wonders.
Oh, I never heard of that one either. Oh my God, and I love movies. Okay. Recommend a television show.
Can it be an anime?
Yeah, sure. Give me anything.
Okay. Serial Experiments Lane.
Okay. Recommend a meal.
I don't know what any of the food items are called, but there's an Ethiopian restaurant near my house that's delicious. And if you've never had Filipino food, if you have an opportunity, like if you have a restaurant nearby that's Filipino, pancit and lumpia.
All right. Yeah, I love Ethiopian food. Okay. All right. Recommend anything.
Anything?
Anything.
I recommend that you love yourself.
All right. No, that works. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I recommend that too. I second. All right. So,
Can I recommend a song?
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, that's the last question.
Can I recommend two?
You can recommend two? Sure, of course.
Survival by Adult Mom and Softer Softest by Hole.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good. Now, here's the final part of the interview.
Alrighty, I'm ready.
All right. It's a word association game.
Okay.
And this is off the top of my head, and it should be off the top of your head too. That's rule number one. I'm going to say a word or phrase. You say the first thing that pops in your head. So if I say chastity, you may say lock. But, right? If you're thinking of food and I say chastity, you may, say Ethiopian food.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's that. Wait, I gotta get my ears. Hold on. Okay. Meow. So, so everything I think of is pretty much going to be kink related.
Mhm.
So there's that, and there probably there's probably gonna be something that you're not into, and all you have to do, we don't kink in here, so just say not my thing,
Mhm.
okay? Don't make fun of it or laugh at it or anything. Then there's the jar.
Mhm.
The jar from Tangle Blue. Oh, Tangle Blue, I love you. Tangle Blue, Tangle Blue, who's making your banner as we speak, by the way. She sent me a jar full of pieces of paper. I don't know what's in this jar. So
I do.
and we love nonsense, we love absurdity and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say a bunch of stuff, then I'm gonna reach into the jar, and there we go. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right. Corsets,
But
baby girl,
Daddy,
the 50s housewife dynamic,
Yum,
the St. Andrew's cross,
Death,
kittens,
Cute,
pegging,
Butter,
butt plugs,
Fun,
straight jackets,
Mental,
French maids,
Sexy,
all right, choking,
Amazing,
face slapping,
Super Amazing,
all right, blood play,
Into, Loosely,
knife play,
pretty cool.
wax play.
I have a lot of experience with that. I know that wasn't a word, but
Okay.
I got this.
Rope.
Box.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the jar.
Okay.
Spread eagle.
Spread Eagle. WD-40.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. Nips.
Titty.
All right. Masturbation.
Christ.
Boing.
Boing. Bunny.
Oh, you're gonna like this one. Cock.
Mouth.
Listen.
Come.
All right. Water sports.
Uh,
Piss play.
Microphone.
Microphone. Okay. And finally, we've come to the end. Scat.
Not my thing.
Okay. Oh my God, Kate, you have been a magnificent guest. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please take this time to promote everything you want, from Twitter to Snapchat to Instagram, you name it. Go.
Alrighty, so on Twitter, I am Kate Amaranth. If you don't know how to spell amaranth, just know that it's an herb, and you'll find it if you Google it. I am on many vids also as Kate Amaranth. I'm currently on Chatterbait as Amaranth Tea, and tea like the drink. Let's see. I will make your piss dreams come true.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good. That's a good slogan. All right, everybody. This is Nicholas Tanek at YourKinkyFriends.com. Please, please, please check us out on at Your Kinky Friends. Go to our chat. Go to YKF on Facebook. Check me out, Nicholas Tanek, on Twitter. I'm at Nick Tanek on Instagram. Please, Kate, stay on the line before after we leave. Just because I would like to speak with you for about 30 seconds, and that's it. So it's getting late, my friends. My dom is calling me. Remember the golden rule: be cool, be kind, and keep an open mind. Take care.